Against all odds. Part 1, The Unexpected Encounter. In a quiet, sleepy town nestled deep within a forest, a young woman named Emma lived a simple and predictable life. Days blurred into each other as she followed a routine that offered little excitement or adventure. But fate had a peculiar way of disrupting the monotony. One misty morning, as Emma ventured further into the heart of the forest, she stumbled upon a hidden grove, untouched by time. It was a place whispered about in folklore, said to possess an aura of magic and mystery. Intrigued, Emma cautiously stepped into the grove, her heart pounding with anticipation. Within the sanctuary of the grove, Emma's eyes widened in astonishment. There, standing before her, was a creature straight out of legends, a magnificent unicorn. Its coat glistened like moonlight, and its eyes held a wisdom that transcended the ages. Emma was spellbound by its presence, unable to tear her gaze away. The unicorn, sensing her pure-hearted curiosity, approached Emma with a grace that defied description. It lowered its head, allowing her to stroke its velvety mane. A profound connection was formed between them, an unspoken understanding that surpassed the boundaries of language. Emma knew that this encounter was extraordinary, a gift from the universe. It stirred something deep within her, a yearning for adventure, a longing to embrace the unknown. With a leap of faith, she made a vow to protect this magical creature and embarked on a journey that would change her life forever. Word of Emma's encounter with the unicorn spread throughout the town like wildfire. Some dismissed it as a mere folktale, while others marveled at the possibility of magic hidden within their own forest. The townsfolk, driven by their curiosity and a glimmer of hope, rallied behind Emma, offering support and encouragement. Together with the townspeople, Emma dedicated herself to unraveling the secrets of the unicorn's presence and protecting it from those who would exploit its powers. She delved deep into ancient texts, seeking knowledge of mythical creatures and the bond they shared with humans. It was a path fraught with challenges, doubts, and naysayers, but Emma remained steadfast in her belief. As the days turned into weeks, Emma's bond with the unicorn deepened. She discovered that her connection to the creature was not merely based on curiosity or admiration. It was a partnership, a symbiotic relationship fueled by trust, compassion, and a shared desire to bring wonder and magic back into a world that had forgotten its existence. Little did Emma know that her unexpected encounter with the unicorn was just the beginning of an extraordinary journey, one that would test her resilience, push the limits of her courage, and awaken powers within her that she never knew existed. Against all odds, Emma would come face to face with her own destiny, guided by the mystical presence of the unicorn and fueled by the unwavering belief in the magic that resided within her own heart. Part 2, The Journey of Redemption. Embracing the magic that had entered her life, Emma set forth on a transformative journey, a journey of redemption, self-discovery, and the pursuit of a greater purpose. With the unicorn as her guide, Emma ventured beyond the boundaries of her familiar town, traversing treacherous terrains and untamed wilderness. Along the way, she encountered diverse landscapes, from dense forests to sprawling meadows, each with its own set of challenges and mysteries. As they journeyed together, Emma faced her own inner demons and personal struggles. The weight of past mistakes and regrets weighed heavily on her shoulders, threatening to impede her progress. But the unicorn, with its gentle presence and wise eyes, reminded her of the power of forgiveness and the opportunity for redemption. In her encounters with various individuals and creatures on their path, Emma witnessed tales of resilience and the strength of the human spirit. She met a weary traveler who had lost their way but found the courage to start anew. She encountered mystical beings who had faced their own trials and emerged stronger, offering valuable wisdom and guidance. As the days turned into nights and the seasons shifted, Emma's determination grew stronger. She honed her skills, both physical and mental, learning to navigate the obstacles that stood in their way. With each step forward, she shed the burdens of her past, embracing a newfound sense of purpose and self-belief. Their journey was not without its dangers. They faced menacing creatures and encountered individuals who sought to exploit the unicorn's powers for their own gain. Yet, Emma remained steadfast in her resolve to protect her companion and preserve the magic they shared. Through the challenges and hardships, Emma discovered her own reservoirs of courage and resilience. She realized that redemption was not about erasing the mistakes of the past, but about learning from them, growing stronger, and using her experiences to make a positive impact on the world. Guided by the unicorn's grace and her own newfound strength, Emma reached pivotal moments of redemption. She helped reconcile estranged families, healed wounded hearts, and mended broken bonds. Her actions, fueled by compassion and a deep understanding of human frailty, became a catalyst for transformation and healing. In the midst of their arduous journey, Emma began to comprehend the true significance of their quest. It was not solely about her own redemption, it was about awakening the dormant magic within the hearts of others. She realized that the journey was not just about herself and the unicorn, it was a shared endeavor to reignite hope, restore balance, and reconnect humanity with the wonders of the natural world. Part 3: Triumph Against All Odds. As Emma and the unicorn pressed on, their shared purpose resonated with kindred spirits they encountered along the way. People from all walks of life, drawn by the allure of magic and the promise of redemption, joined their cause. United by a common vision, they formed a diverse and determined group, ready to defy the odds. Together, they faced formidable challenges and formidable foes. They battled against those who sought to exploit the unicorn's powers for personal gain, confronting greed, corruption, and the darkness that threatened to overshadow the light they carried within. Emma's unwavering belief in the inherent goodness of humanity and the resilience of the human spirit fueled their collective efforts. She became a beacon of hope, inspiring her comrades to rise above their doubts and fears, igniting a fire within them that could not be extinguished. Their journey took them to the heart of a mystical realm, a place where the veil between worlds was thin, and the power of magic coursed through the air. It was a realm forgotten by time, yet its influence lingered, waiting to be awakened. In this ethereal realm, Emma and her companions faced their greatest test yet. They confronted an ancient force, a malevolent presence that sought to extinguish the light they carried. It was a battle that defied logic and required every ounce of their courage, strength, and unwavering faith. Through their unity, resilience, and unyielding determination, they triumphed. The darkness was vanquished, and the realm reverberated with the resounding victory of their collective spirit. The magic that had lain dormant for so long surged forth, enveloping the land in a radiant glow of hope and possibility. As the triumph reverberated throughout the realm, its effects rippled far beyond its boundaries. The world beyond the mystical realm began to change. Hearts were awakened, and minds were open to the wonder and magic that resided within and around them. Emma, now a symbol of triumph and resilience, became a guiding light for others. Her story spread far and wide, inspiring countless souls to embrace their own journeys of redemption and discovery. The magic she had nurtured within herself and the unicorn had become a catalyst for transformation, reminding humanity of the power that lay within each individual to make a difference. With their mission accomplished, Emma and her companions returned to their town, but they were forever changed. The town that had once been shrouded in monotony and skepticism now shimmered with possibility and belief in the extraordinary. Emma's story lived on as a testament to the triumph of the human spirit against all odds. It reminded future generations that no challenge was insurmountable, no darkness unbeatable, as long as one held on to hope and embraced the magic that resided within. And so, Emma's journey, which began as an unexpected encounter, had transformed into a tale of redemption, unity, and triumph. It stood as a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity and the extraordinary power that lies within each and every one of us, waiting to be unleashed against all odds.